I've been talking about needing to do this review for a long time, and today is finally that day, although it's probably not going to be what you're expecting. And the product I'm talking about is this guy, the Muse Ring 1 Smart Health and Wellness Tracker. And the honest to God reason that I haven't been able to make this review in so long, even though I've had this ring for so long, is because this product never really worked for me, and I honestly don't believe it ever really will. But why, you might ask, am I making this video at all? Well, the reason is because the team behind the Ring 1 is trying to pitch the Ring 1 2.0. And I'm here to make this video to effectively say, you should keep your money and absolutely not invest and back the production of a future version of this product. Now, when the Ring 1 was announced, it was promising really big things that would have made this extremely competitive and extremely high performing. Muse promised that the Ring 1 would be a competitive alternative to the Ultra Human ring at a fraction of the price, and even the Aura ring at a fraction of the price, with no monthly subscription, no annual subscriptions, all of the health, wellness, activity tracking, sleep tracking capability of those other more expensive products in something much more cost effective without any fees carrying in the back after purchase. That to me was extremely appealing and would, keyword would, have made this an incredible product, one that would have been very easy to recommend. But the reality is this: it took forever to ship the Ring 1. When I finally got my hands on it, I was quick to do an unboxing video, quick to give you my initial hands-on impressions, and quick to charge it up and try using it. And that very first day, it did work. However, some things just didn't add up immediately upon waking up the next day. So like with any of these other wearable fitness trackers, health and wellness trackers, Muse was promising that the Ring 1 would give you several days worth of battery life. Well, I woke up the second day of owning this ring, immediately after the first initial charge and setting it up from scratch, to a battery that was almost completely dead after one night's worth of sleep tracking. And honestly, that's kind of where the problems started for me after that. Charging the Ring 1 was completely hit or miss. Sometimes it charged when I put it in the case. Other times it didn't charge at all. It was impossible to know though, because every time the case lit up to indicate that it was charging the ring. No amount of resetting it up, formatting, starting from scratch, creating new accounts, deleting the app, resyncing the ring, no amount of that ever really fixed the inconsistencies. And the problem with a device like the Ring 1 or any wearable smart piece of tech is that you need a baseline of data to allow it to optimize and configure itself to you. Otherwise, the data is mostly junk. So the reality was, the Ring 1 never was able to calibrate. Every reading I was able to get out of it during my 6 months I've had it now has been probably completely bogus or very surface level and estimated. There are several times that the Ring 1 said I had a horrible sleep, while my Ultra Human ring said I had a phenomenal sleep. And because the Ultra Human I've been able to wear every single day without any problems, I always trusted it more. The data was calibrated, the data was more accurate, and it was more real time because I was wearing it 24/7 without any issues, without it dying on me every day. No problems, unlike the Ring 1 was giving me. And don't even get me started about the fact that the Ring 1 itself doesn't even do half the stuff they promised it was going to do when they launched their Kickstarter. The perfect example is the ring itself, how it's constructed. They said that the middle mechanism of this ring was going to be able to rotate to enable contactless NFC payments, or even just to be a fidget gadget. That never materialized. This Ring 1 that I have here is rigid through and through, and there is no rotating function, no NFC function to speak of here. And while it's all right in terms of fit and finish, it is nowhere near as comfortable of a product as the Ultra Human ring. There just is no competition between the Ring 1 and everything else on the market. Yes, they did bring out a product that was significantly more cost effective, but are you really willing to sacrifice comfort and functionality to save a little bit of money when ultimately you're not going to get a product that's going to work the way it's claimed it was going to, or even how it should, period. Well, I'm not going to say that Muse and the Ring One is a scam, because it's not. It is a real product, and you could probably get this if you really wanted to. But what I am going to say is that it's not a good product. And although it is definitely cheaper than other products on the market, Ultrahuman, Aura, and the like, those products work. They're tested, they're tried, they're iterated on, the software is reliable, and yes, they're more expensive. But sometimes you need to pay for something that works properly. Had the Ring One come out the gate swinging and done everything it said it was going to do, did it well, did it reliably, I would be sitting here glowing about this product, because it would have upended this rather expensive wearable ring smart device market. But it didn't do that, and now they're pitching version 2. I don't think that you or me or anybody really should be giving money to a product that was such a colossal failure. But don't just take my word for it. The Ring One subreddit is absolutely exploding with stories that not only echo mine, but some that are even worse. And that ultimately is why I cannot recommend the Muse Ring One to anybody, nor do I recommend you put your money into version 2, because there is just no track record here to prove that Muse can make a product that can actually hold a candle to the players in the space that are more established. If you are a fellow backer of this product and you're frustrated and upset with it, let's have a conversation down below. Let's share our opinions. That helps get it out of our systems a little bit. But thank you guys for watching. Sorry this wasn't the review you may have been expecting of the Muse Ring One, but we'll see you again soon in the next video.